So if you make a mistake, you can always undo it. So we'll go to the wand tool and we just click on the Viking hat. So we're going to make this a little bit greenish. We just take the shade up. So go to the brush and we just brush that up to make it green. And then we just darken it to have a bit of a shadow. And we reduce the brush and we just paint the corner, just increase the intensity. So this makes it richer. So I'm just building some shadows on I'm just building some shadows. All right. So what we're going to do is to change the color of the hair to red. So while I'm working on the hair, I just make it one color. So we just increase the brush size. So we just change it to red, plain red without any shadow, because adding shadow on the hair makes it a bit dirty. It just makes it a bit rough. So we just paint that to the same color of her hair. You can see it's coming out gradually. So we have the earring. It's going to be the same color of the horns. So we're going to change it to yellow. Just something a bit solid. So go to the brush tool and we just swing. We just brush it up. All right. And same thing. We just paint that same color too. All right. You can see it's coming out pretty well. So next thing we're going to do is to pick up our skin tone. So we're going to try to just highlight everywhere on her neck. Okay, so we're going to get a good skin tone. So I like playing around just to have a good skin tone. So it's good to experiment to see what it feels like. Like honestly, this is a bit off. So we're going to change the color to something a bit lighter. All right. Let's play around it. So we're also going to add a bit of shadow just to give it depth. Okay, so what we're going to do is to find a darker tone and we're going to reduce the size of our brush and we just brush the corners. Just brushing. I'm going over her forehead. Just brushing gently so I don't make a mistake though. Gently so I don't make a mistake. So I'm going to her jaw and I'm just brushing that. Brushing. I just brush her nose, her eye bag. Alright. Brush her hand, a bit on her feet. Just do the same. The same thing goes on her hand. And yeah. So I go to the wand tool when I click out, you can see it's kind of taking form. So I use the 1, 2. I use the pick tool to pick her skin tone, and I color her neck. All right, so you can see it's taking form. So we're going to paint her dress. So we're going to just play around with different colors. But one thing about cartoons, your colors have to be bright and solid. They have to be bold, right? A cartoon, it's a bit bold. So I just increase the size of my brush, and I'm brushing. I'm careful about it. I'm just brushing it. All right. Just brushing everywhere to ensure I'm not having any white spot. So what I'm going to do is to find a shadow color. So I'm going to reduce the size of my brush, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did on the face. I just run my brush around the edges, just giving it that depth. I'm just playing around. There's no defined part. I'm just playing around it. So it just makes it a bit richer. Right, so we're going to paint the collar and the cuff of our dress. I think we just give that red. We use the pick tool to get the color from her hair, and we just brush it. We increase the value of the brush so it covers a large area, and you can see we're good. So we just scroll down, and we use the 1, 2 to just get the fingernails. Careful, and we just have to carefully select a color for it. So I was thinking of painting it black, but she's a kid, so we just look for just a color. Any color will be good. And just say okay. So we use the brush tool to just brush it up. We use the 1, 2. I'll try to do that for her hand. We select the fingernails, and we just brush it. We try to do the same thing on the other hand. We use the brush tool, and we just brush that. All right, so we're taking form. So we need to change the color of the eyes, because right now it's transparent. If we hide the background, you can see the eyes are transparent. So we need to color them white. That's necessary if we're changing the color of the background. So we have to change the top of the bottle. We just flip the color to white, and we use the brush. We just brush that gently, and voila, we have that. Okay, so what we're going to do, we unhide the background. So the bottle, we're going to get the color of her milk. So what she's drinking is nectar, a special drink from the gods. All right, so